Sorry.
I have pressed the button.
Okay.
Giz Fiz was all good last night. Giz Fiz. Test.
Oh, that.
Okay, perfect. Got that. Let's change this. Ooh. I don't know what I knocked over. And there we have it. Okay, cool. Website should be updated. We should be live. Howdy, chat. Looks like we're good. Close all of this stuff.
Duderek said people are usually shocked when they find out I'm not a good electrician.
I think you'll be shocked yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Electricity is one of those things that just flummoxes me, and I don't understand how people can be electricians and get it right. Like, it seems so...
Yeah, I don't know about watts and...
amps and volts and...
Yeah, exactly.
And then, like, you open up a wire socket, like when I had a house, I'd open them up and swap stuff, and they'd be daisy chained together in crazy ways, and then there'd be like a ground that was like strange. Electricity is a lot. I watched it. There's one of these guys who does like these like goofy electric videos. Let me see if I can find. I don't know what else.
Disney character Goofy.
I know it seems like that, but no. He's like not goofy. Gosh, he's just wacky. He like shocks himself all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Funny electric shock videos. Oh my gosh, he has crazy eyebrows.
I'm amazed he has any eyebrows left.
I think he's caught them on fire before. Wacky electricity videos. I don't know. Green for the Masters. I didn't think about that, Ranger Rick, but that is a good one. I should have thought about that. Have we got any golf fans?
Well, I had a quick question.
Yeah.
When I went to Giz Fiz TV, shouldn't Giz Fiz have been there?
I thought it was, but then I just looked, and it.
I wanted to say, I want to see if George said, and then I said, wait a minute.
Oh, GizFiz.tv?
No, GizWiz.tv. Doesn't Giz Fiz stay on GizWiz.tv from Wednesday night till we
Yes, and I don't know. I just saw that it was turned off. I don't know why it was.
Oh, okay.
That was not normal. I just saw that too, and I was like, wait a second. This is normally set to on until I switch it for this now.
Yeah, okay.
So, yes, that's normally what we do. I think I found him, finally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here he is. Okay, let's go popular videos. This is the guy I'm talking about. ElectroBOOM. How to not make an electric guitar. Okay, here we go. Oh, why can't I hear him? 1 second. I have a feeling my audio...
Because he doesn't know how to turn the sound on.
Oh, I know why. unmute. There we go.
I don't know, but from the name of it, it's just a combination of guitar and electricity. Here's a simple one I made.
Oops, sorry.
Here's the basic electric guitar I made with 4 strings. We can add more strings if you want to. Strings are just wires stretched over a piece of wood, tied to nails on each end. The wires at this end are tied together in pairs, as you can see, and each pair is attached to one of these cables, which we can plug them into the wall power plug.
Into the wall? What?
Please join me for the first time to hear how it sounds. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, what did you expect?
So his videos are all kind of like this, where he, at least the ones that I remember.
Oh, that he knows he's gonna get.
He's honestly a really smart electrician. Like, you know, I just don't know. I can't.
Was a ride.
Hi, I made my vacuum chamber and you thought I wouldn't make it, didn't you? No. I'm sorry, I've been watching.
So, here he goes.
For a second I thought the glass popped. Well, let's test the glass throwing my calibrated Allen wrench at it. There.
He gets
This is
shocked
pretty safe.
a lot. Here, let's see.
This. Try with something else.
Thank God he got insulated.
Now what happens if I try a syringe with vacuum? Ah, look at that. Need much less light. Let's try it again. Ah, look at that. You see it? Here we go, much closer.
Isn't that cool?
Oh.
See, he's just a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
He really knows his stuff, but he does it in a way where, you know, he'll create these sparks and he'll make you know, he'll make crazy stuff happen. While also kind of showing.
ElectroBOOM it was?
ElectroBOOM.
ElectroBOOM.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What did I do? Some people say I'm an idiot.
Here we go. This is probably a better.
What others say I'm a genius. Damn it. But the truth is that I'm just a man.
Anyway, we should probably get the show started.
Very funny. Oh, okay. Oh, it's 7:30.
Exactly.
On this show, Charlie the dog has a gadget.
Ooh.
Chad has a Chad Extra.
Mm-hmm.
And Mo's son has a new old computer.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. In 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Charlie the dog has a gadget. We also have Chad Extra that I pull from the warehouse. Here, actually, let me think about this. Let me restart from Gadget's Past. I'll say that. Here we go. In 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Charlie the dog has a gadget. I have an extra from Gadget's Past, and we have a video from a son. Wait, which son is this?
Mo's son.
Mo's
going to
son.
show us a new old video.
A new old computer. Computer.
Yes.
Take 3. Here we go.
We need help, exactly.
On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Charlie the dog has a gadget. I have a Chad Extra from Gadget's Past, and Mo's son has a new old computer. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG Chad on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, Gadget's father, Dick D. Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good. Doing great.
We are having a crappy spring in
Uh-oh.
New York. It'll not be above 60 for another, I believe, 4 or 5 days. Mother Nature, though, the trees are out, the dogwood, the apple blossoms, the cherry blossoms, but
Cold.
cold
Cold.
and damp.
Still
and
cold.
damp. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like I can't say anything, Diggy D, because the weather's been pretty darn good the last week.
Yeah. The only good news is in chat, I see everybody on the East Coast is under the same weather conditions. So
Yes.
we're in it together, except when you go way down the coast to Florida.
Yeah. There was a
good.
cold front that went through like 2 days ago that dropped a whole bunch of rain. So that always means that we get like partly cloudy, slightly less hot days like right after. So that's what we're dealing with right now. And sorry to brag again.
No problem.
Gosh, what else is new?
Boy, absolutely
gotta be something.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, there's something going on, but you'll see it in our first video, and that took up a lot of time. And but things are good on that front.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
So
Okey
should we just
dokey.
jump in?
I guess let's jump in. Let's jump into
Okay.
the gadgets.
Here's the whole story about Charlie.
Okie dokie.
Dennis found some lumps on Charlie's leg. We had them operated on about 2.5 years ago, but they seem to be back. And we took Charlie to the vet, and the vet said, well, I think you should have surgery again. And we weren't sure. And she said, well, you know, if you want, I can set up a meeting with you and the surgeon. So we met with the surgeon. But what happened was the morning before, we could not make up our minds. I get dozens of ads every day, probably 100 ads a day for different items. And this particular day, I got an ad for something I never knew existed. Dog recovery suits, okay? The alternative to these crappy dog collars, which we never use because we know about this, the inflatable dog collar. But Charlie's going to have a leg operation, 3 of them, okay? So there would be 3 sets of stitches, and worried about how to protect them without Charlie having to lick them or anything. So I showed that to Dennis, and I said, you know, I think this is sort of a sign that we should go ahead with the surgery, because this is an easy way to not worry that Charlie's going to bite the stitches.
Yeah.
So we went ahead, had the surgery done. The surgeon called after the operation and said, listen, Charlie's going to be here for another couple of hours while he comes out of being doped up. But in the meantime, you should go on Amazon, because there's something there called...
No
I
way.
said, oh, collars for the dog's legs? She said, yes. And I
Oh my God.
laughed, because I
Is
said,
that funny?
it's one of the reasons that we saw those, that we went ahead with the operation. So we bought one for Charlie, and here's how it works. So this is what it looks like, okay? And the leg that had surgery goes in the long arm, and that way the dog can't
Eat it.
bite it, okay? And Charlie's kind of used to putting his legs in the harness that he walks his leash on, but we're not using the harness now because this takes the place of that. This whole process calls for a waggy tail.
He's looking like he's doing great.
Charlie's looking a
Charlie,
little
this is
disheveled.
right after his operation.
There's his walking, yep. And then we're gonna see how
Hey!
easy it is for him to walk in it. Okay. Oh boy, Charlie, look at that.
Oh my
And we
gosh.
trimmed it a little more
Oh
after
boy,
this.
Charlie said, oh, is there food involved in this? Is there food involved
You
in
might
this?
need a treat for that.
What a happy guy.
Oh my
is
gosh.
72 hours after surgery. Oh boy.
The recovery suit is an alternate to those dreaded cone collars dogs hate. provides wound protection during outdoor activities. The sleeve material is waterproof and prevents the dog from licking the wound and keeping it dry. It's suitable for the right or left front leg, not for the hind legs. It's only front legs.
Very cool, Dickie D.
It is so convenient, and well, first, luckily Charlie doesn't bother with his stitches.
Right.
But they sent him home with that freaking collar. And
My
so
dog always bumps into stuff, and he can't ever
Yes!
tell his peripheral like is so big. So
Yes.
walking slams into the coffee table, or walking
and then-
slams into the
yes.
leg of the other table.
Yes, and then Charlie just lays down and won't get up.
Yeah, he's
because
like, "I'm
he
done."
won't- I'm done. I'm not going to crash on anything else. So it comes in 8 different sizes. It runs from about $18 to $29. And it is so easy to put on, and it's just great protection.
Yeah,
The dog
that's so
cannot
cool. So
get
you
this-
ended up cutting it, and it was that's just fine.
Yeah, just for the leg.
Yeah.
What happened was, it was one of those things where I wanted it immediately, and the actual size that would be best for Charlie wasn't available until 3 days later. So we bought the next bigger size, which is available the next day.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it says, if you order this in the next 8 minutes, it'll be here tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
I've done that before. 100%.
Yeah. So we ordered it around 10:30 at night, and we had it at 1 the next afternoon, and we just trimmed it off. And,
That's
and
great.
It worked great.
That's great. He really looked happy in it, and like it was no big deal.
No, it's not. It's not. It's so much like his harness that when he sees it, he just comes over.
He
and
goes,
puts his feet
time
on.
for a walk. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Exactly.
That's really great.
So.
Also, it's like a little bit of a modesty thing too, because that looked so gnarly, you know. And
Yes.
now when you're walking him around, people aren't staring like crazy
Yes,
at your
exactly.
dog.
Exactly. And
know?
also, when we walk them, you never can tell if another dog's going to run up and try and play.
Oh,
and hit
yeah.
the leg with the stitches.
Exactly.
So this is just perfect.
Exactly. Well, I really hope that Charlie feels better and recovers fast
Well,
from.
next Thursday, his stitches come out.
Ooh, nice. Very good. Very good.
He's on his way.
Okie dokie. This next one is my
It's
extra.
a Chad extra.
I took over for a segment, so let's jump in. Hey Diggity, so here we are with a Chad extra, and this extra comes from, I think, a month that we were doing Goodwill gadgets. Check this thing out. It is from Sharper Image. It is Space Pong. So you can apparently turn any room, any dark room, into a game. And look at these weird paddles. You have like space paddles. I am not sure how this is going to work, or if it's going to work. I got it for $15 at Goodwill. Here's the back. It just shows the projector and the wands. Let's break into this and see what we have. It looks like it's all in here, which is quite nice. There's the projector. 1 wand. 2 wand. I bet there's a few batteries. Are there any instructions?
Not
I don't think-
included.
Oh, there are even instructions. So I bet there's some batteries that I gotta plug in, and let's do that off camera. Okie dokie, luckily for us, there were already batteries installed from the person who had it last. So there are 2 wands. Yeah, batteries were included. When you click them, they turn on. You can click and hold to switch sides. So there's a green side and a blue side, and click and hold to turn off. So we're just gonna do the blue one for now. Here's the little station. You can actually see there's like a projector and a mirror in there. On the bottom there's a switch. So we'll flip the switch. It made a little ding. You'll see that there are 2 screens. On this button, there are 2 people, and on this button, there's like the score thing. So the blue side is how many players, either 1 or 2, And then the green side is how difficult you want it to be. So 1, 2, or 3 difficulty. So we're gonna go to 1. We'll pick up our thing and we'll turn off the lights here. And so on the wall, you can kind of see there's this blue light and this dinging that's going on. You're supposed to hit it with your thing here. You're supposed to hit it with your paddle. There we go. It's right there. I hit it. I guess I hit it again. But I'm not hitting it there. Why am I not hitting it there? I can literally see. Okay, there we go. There you go. And you gain points as that happens. So I'm at 5 points. I would assume that if we did 2 players. There we go. So I'll hit over here. Yay. Hit over here. There we go. Hit it over here. It's kind of in a different spot every time, so it kind of hits. But this is definitely not very intriguing. This person has 3 points. This person has 2 points. They just got another point. Let's turn back on the lights here. It's pretty crummy. It's not very bright, that's for sure. Even in this dark room, a better projector would be
Were there 2
nice.
different balls, Chad?
But
Yes.
I guess it is what it is. Kind of crappy. The virtual LED space Pong. Not that intense of a gadget. Back to you guys.
So what was happening was the light would be blue, and you would hit it with the blue wand, and it would go over. That dinging was like you had like 5 seconds to like hit it before you lost your point, basically. So it wasn't really like a Pong where it's like slowly moving over, and you have to like actually Pong it back and forth.
Yeah.
You just kind of had to get your wand to activate the activator before it threw it to the other side. Still, it was not that great. Now, looking for it, obviously, it coming from Goodwill, I was like probably going to be a bit difficult to find. I was able to actually find it out of stock on Walmart Business. You can find it on eBay, of course, but Sharper Image also has a updated version of this product with a virtual Pong set that looks eerily similar. Even the buttons, the screen, I mean everything. Here, let's take a look at this video. Oh my gosh,
and it was $89?
Yeah, yeah. Wow, look at their video.
What?
Ding dong ding. Yeah. See, that's the thing, is that it really makes it seem like if you miss it, like you're done. But from everything I played, maybe this one's different. You wouldn't really lose. It wouldn't really like lose. You would never lose. Like you would just have a timer. It wouldn't like fall off the edge like in traditional Pong, or you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, not that great. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for $55. Whoops, sorry.
Not even for $15.
Oh no, not even for $15, really. But definitely not for $56. That's just absurd.
No, it does look like they just repackaged it.
Yes, yes. Yeah, the batteries are not included, and that except for mine when you get it from Goodwill, which was pretty great.
That was good.
Okie dokie. Moving on to.
Okay. This is more fun than your gadget. I think you'll agree.
Okay. Here we go.
Been a long time since we did one of those pop it fidget games. But now we have one. Oh wait. Have to pop that out. Now we have one that has
Welcome to the push game.
LED lights,
Oh, it's digital?
music,
Yes.
a timer. Okay. Okay, so I will stop that for a minute. I
Whoa.
was playing this last night. I got up to level 37.
Oh my gosh.
And this morning I thought, I'm not going to play 37 rounds again.
And it
So I
took you an
just
hour.
went in and kept advancing the button to the next level. It has 50 levels that you can play with the this is called breakthrough mode, okay? And you push them down,
That's
and
satisfying.
then you reset the board with the back, okay? It has 4 volumes, okay? And maybe different versions do not have the volume off mode. This has volume off mode because in one of the reviews, the person said, I had to put tape over the speaker because it doesn't shut off, but it does. All right. I'll just show you that. Let's turn it on
Welcome
again.
to the push game.
All right. So 3, that was 3. It starts at 3, 2, 1, and then silent. And if you hit it again, it'll go back to loud. Then scoring mode is where you follow the lit LEDs.
Oh, wow.
It's
You're a
great.
pro at this, Dickie D.
Yeah, out of the box.
That's
Looking
amazing.
over
That looks
from the
really
top.
fun, actually.
Yeah,
And the scoring mode's kind of fun. You know what? This does become hypnotic. And then there's multiplayer game where you can pass the game around and see what each person score. The scoring mode's kind of fun because the game keeps picking up speed, and as the game picks up speed, the time you're allowed gets shortened. So it does a lot for very little money, okay? I bought mine on sale at a thing called Pulse TV and Temu, okay, not Temu, the website. Temu this is. I can't believe it, but it was 2 for $5. However, it was $7 shipping, okay? And over on Amazon, I found it for $7.99. If you Amazon, it's free shipping. And there are a bunch of variations of them. I found one. Here's one. Well, no, this is 2 for... Oh, wow, that's $11, $10. Anyway, there's a lot of variations. There's one for $1.99, but then $6 shipping. Anyway, my guess is they probably all play about the same. That's it. Quick push. The fidget push game.
I like it. I like it a lot, Dickie D.
Yeah, and they have become, I think, even cheaper at Pulse TV.
Here, let me pop that.
They are. You have the link?
Yeah, here we go. Sorry. There we go. $5.
Or 2 for $8.
Yeah.
So you would get 4 games for $8
Yeah.
because there's 2 in a box. However, right before the show, I was checking Amazon to see if there was anything new. There is a version with an electronic score panel.
Ooh.
This
I
may
like
may
the
be
astronaut, too.
Yes, and electronic scoring for $7.
Oh, my gosh.
And it has the 4 different games. I think these are pretty unique.
I agree. I think you're onto something here, Dickie D. There's, I want the one with a tiny little cat on it. Oh, no, that's an owl. Look at that.
That's an owl, yeah.
Scooter X is already on it.
Oh, he's got it for 7 cents.
$1. $1. I don't know if this is a welcome deal or not.
Oh,
Get out of here.
it is, yeah.
But yeah, you can you can even get Disney knockoff merch. That's Stitch.
Oh my God, yes,
That
you
one's
can.
Pikachu. Yeah, there's some Marvel knockoff.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Oh,
some Nintendo. I bet that's something that I don't know.
That's really funny.
That is a riot.
Is that a really bad Mickey Mouse? I think it's a really bad Mickey Mouse.
No.
I think that's a Mickey Mouse when they had the impression for a bear, but they had the ink for Mickey Mouse. That's what you get.
Oh, okay.
The mold. They had a mold for a bear. Anyway, I like the game. Like and it seemed darn satisfying to push those things in.
Yes, and follow the lights. I love lights. I love sound effects. And
I like it.
It is satisfying.
You could give it to a child or a child at heart, and then bam.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. Pop It Push Toys Electronic Edition.
Right.
Very cool. Well, with that,
That brings us to, oh
it's
my
time to
goodness.
get a bit crappy.
But you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Get it. I think I have lost my gadget. Where did they go off to? Well, it doesn't matter. I don't need them. I recorded earlier the gadget. So take it away, me. So as you know, we are in Rainy Day Gadget Month, and I'm thinking if you're out and about and it starts to rain on you, what would be the worst thing ever? You get rain in your drink. Well, I have some Stanleys here that I use, and they're great and all, but obviously there is one glaring hole in the cup. That's the straw. So, in order to keep your straw protected from the rain, check these little bad boys out. They are little rain caps for your straws. Now, this is how it came from Amazon. It was a 4-pack in really difficult to open packaging. There we go. And there's different colors. So look at this. This is a little black cowboy hat.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We have
I
a
like the
gray,
fact that it has
a pink.
the thing to keep
Sorry,
it
not
on.
gray. Brown. Pink.
It has like a chin strap.
And white.
Oh, that's
So you can
cute.
choose your color, and you can loop the silicone band on there, so you won't lose your hat, and then you can add a little bit of style. Oh my gosh! Oh, okay, that works. I was afraid it was too small. Add a little bit of style. Look, I could match the straw, or let's add a little bit of sass. Here we go. Pretty easy. This is smaller than like the straw, so you kind of actually have to use some friction and push it down. I also have one thinner straw. You can see this one, it was much thinner than the others, but it still works on there just like that. So, what do you think? Are you ready, cowboy, to weather any weather? I think Waffles.
$6.
Waffles, do you need a little hat?
More?
I don't know if she likes it.
No, she doesn't.
Yeehaw! Back to y'all.
Yes, so for the price, honestly, I haven't looked at this, and I think it may have updated. $6 was your guess.
Yeah, $5.95, maybe a little bit higher.
Okay, rich pants, because these bad boys only cost $4.30 for a 4-pack.
Well, right. All right.
Now, there are some other, packs, so you could get some blue, pink, those do cost more because you get more colors.
That's a cute idea.
Isn't it fun? It's a good way if you all had matching Stanleys to keep your Stanleys apart, but typically Stanleys are different colors anyway. It doesn't have to be Stanley brand. Obviously, it's just a straw. Will work.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Little straw hats to keep bugs or rain out of your straw.
Yeah, I think they're very cute. Very cute.
Awesome. With that, let's head into the warehouse. Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
All right. right, as mentioned earlier, our video is from Mo, and the subject line is here's a video all about my son Jacob's new old computer.
Ooh, sounds like
Today
a
we're
good
here to show
warehouse.
you my son's latest gadget.
Whoa!
Can you tell us what this is? This is my 1984 original Apple Macintosh.
No way.
Oh my goodness, it's a computer. Personal computer.
Considered light for back then.
Yes.
Nothing got better than floppy disks and physical switch buttons. Oh, that CRT warming up.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna run some games. We had to eject the system disk software ejection, and then now we're gonna run the games.
The games. Oh my gosh.
So these are the games. Which one do you want to play first?
I wonder if this one is gun shy.
What kind of NVIDIA video card do you think this has? Okay, so I think the game is starting, and click resume. Something's happening. We're still learning this.
It's just
system.
mahjong. Gun shy is just
So we're still
mahjong.
figuring out the games, but we're trying out Mac Paint now.
Should be a little more simple.
Boy, how many
I
programs
don't know,
did he
but
get?
this looks a little bit like the old Microsoft Paint.
Really
Wow.
does.
There you go, painting. Cool.
Help? No,
Oh,
hello.
hello. I thought you were going to say help too.
Okay, so we're just playing with this. We're getting
That was a good
kick
Mac
out of
face.
it, inserting, reinserting. We ran paint, but you have to put the system disk in and then put the paint disk in. And
The game is just the system disk. You take it out and then you put in the Mac Paint disk.
okay, and this is again, what is it?
The 1984 Macintosh.
Wow.
And what NVIDIA video card does it have?
There is none.
There isn't one. That is crazy. Yeah, so you had to boot the OS from the OS disk.
Disk before.
And
you
then
could do
once it was
anything,
loaded, then you could put in another disk to load a game. Phone,
Those are all
oh my
monitor
gosh.
outputs, aren't they?
Say it again?
Those are two monitor outputs, and it looks like a parallel printer.
I don't know if it's monitor.
512.
I don't think it could 512. I don't think it could do another monitor. I think that was serial printer.
So why did you purchase this?
I purchased this because I saw the 2015 Steve Jobs movie.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
thought it'd be really cool to own the original Macintosh. I
Yeah.
found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I picked it up and just bought it this past Friday.
And how do you enjoy it?
Oh, I love it. I bought the Macintosh Plus off of eBay, but I really wanted the original, so I kept looking for it.
Okay. Do you know what these are?
Those are the floppy disks.
Have you ever seen one before?
I have.
Okay,
You
yeah.
showed me a few of them, but I don't think they were for the Mac. They were for Apple. They were
Didn't use them.
work ones.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed my new toy. Thank you for watching the video.
That is cool.
Bye now, and hello.
That is really cool. I love the costume.
And he
Steve
paid-
Jobs homage.
Oh, you know,
Amazing.
It seems cheap. What was your guess that he paid on eBay?
Gosh, I could easily see it being like 800 or something.
God, I thought it would be expensive. Jacobs paid $250.
Great. I think that's amazing. It runs, it starts.
And you have room for it?
That's so cool. That is very, very cool. The first computers that I really got to use was in our elementary school computer lab. We also had a computer. The timelines are difficult to remember now, but we had a computer at home as well. My mother was in the computer business, so. But I learned on something that was so similar to that Mac. I think it was a color version of it, though. And I remember vividly the computer lab teacher telling us, you should never click twice once you've clicked once, because once you click a second time, you're going to start the whole process over again. So if you click save and it's taking some time, don't click save a second time.
Like, that was burned into my memory that I needed to always just click a thing and wait for it to, anyway, that's what I did as a child.
Oh my God.
Don't do that now, that's for sure.
When I was in high school, our computer class was a legal yellow pad. And they had upgraded from the regular pad.
My mother taught me or tells me stories of in college they were learning on punch cards, you know, and getting lab time. Yeah, and like getting lab time was to run your punch cards. Like you know, you had a buffer of punch cards, and you're like, well, I'm in at 5 o'clock and get my punch cards in. You know, real computer science, or when it was like that type of stuff.
Wow.
So yeah. Okay, let's move on. Thank you so much for that, Mo. That was awesome.
Yes, and
Jacob, amazing.
Amazing. Jacob, it was great seeing you on camera.
Yeah.
We're always looking for videos, okay? We love Mo's videos. We also love it. Last week we had a video from someone who never sent in a video before. You'll get the current issue of Mad Magazine. Make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes. Landscape format. Just make sure we can see the gadget and hear your voice. Be in it if you want. Put it up on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu. You can click unlisted, and then YouTube will give you a little URL, which you send to us, okay? mail@gizwiz.tv, and we're showing 99% of all the videos we get. So anything to do with a gadget. New, old, ancient.
Perfect. Send them in. Yeah, stuff you love, stuff you hate, send it in. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Letter is from John Zengerie. I'll spell it John, Zengerie. He said, hearing about Mo's video of the toy museum, here's a place I found in Rochester, New York. Have you ever been to the Strong Museum of Play?
Oh, fun.
Now, unlike a storefront, this is like a monster building. And actually, they emailed me. Actually, I totally forgot about the email. They are opening a game show wing. And they asked, is it possible I could send them some real match game questions that we used on the show for an exhibit?
Gosh, that is cool.
So I will be doing that. So it's the Strong National Museum of Play up in Rochester.
Gosh, this is so cool.
They have tons.
They
have a whole computer center.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to look at that console central here. Hasbro Games Park. Yeah, okay. Here. I want to go check out these consoles because that looks cool. Oh my gosh. It looks like you could play some even.
Yeah, I think
play your way through the evolution. Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, very nicely laid out. I love it. It's all very colorful and graphic.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it? Do they have?
Oh, sorry.
They have arcade games.
Apparently. Oh, this is a massive. Wait, what is this? We're gonna have a 20-foot tall arcade.
Oh my God!
Wow.
You can get in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is neat stuff.
So if you're up in that area, up near Rochester, you should check this out.
Yeah. I played this. I played this. I played this. What is this? Where in the world is... I played that. I played all these games. Let me see. Pac-Man, obviously. Civilization, played it. Dance Dance, played it. Myst, played it. Ultima 1, I didn't play Ultima 1. I played Ultima 9, which was considered the worst one out of the whole series. SimCity, played it. What is that? Resident Evil? I actually have not played that. Asteroids. I would love this museum. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for
John, that's great. Thank you for. I knew about the museum, but I never saw photos of the inside, so that was great.
That's
That was
awesome. Very cool. Also, hey, thank you to our patrons over patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you so much for supporting us every single episode. You guys rule and rock. Thank you. If you like the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over on Patreon, patreon.com/Giz Wiz, or our website, gizwiz.tv. You can click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and there's a big old banner that will take you to our Patreon page. And then also on that page is a tiny little link that'll take you to our PayPal if you want to give via PayPal. Alternatively, you can donate via PayPal. Head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv, because that's where we record the show live.
Push game.
Boop, boop. Here. Go live. There we go. Just live just a second ago, talking about Patreon. And you can also join the chat room and chat along with all of the fantastic folks that we absolutely adore, our community there, whenever we're live. If we're not live, don't worry. After the fact, our episodes are there on our website or on our YouTube page or Apple Podcasts page. Or also, we can consult Waffles. In her brain, she contains all of the episodes of the Giz Wiz in there. That's also an alternative. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Sticky D's website where he writes articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. And those have fantastic links back to everything on the internet. So go on over there to gizwiz.biz for all those gadgets. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is the entire gadget, not just a piece or a part of a gadget, but you got to guess, what does this gadget do? What is its purpose? This is obvious that its purpose is to pass butter, but only those really fancy, like orb butters that you see. Like, have you ever seen like a butter that's like in a sphere? That's only that
absolutely.
type of butter. It's a very specific gadget. If you think you know what this is, get a guess in 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, or hilarious answers. And
they are playing
there
for
it is.
the June issue. This first time most people are seeing it. And you'll win that issue. And in that issue, there are repeats of Snark Tank.
There's some familiar characters in there.
Yes, Chad Johnson.
That's me with my red hair. And that is Barbara.
Yes, Barbara.
Oh my gosh.
And since I did so many TV takeoffs, actually I have 4 pieces in this issue. That was Tom Richmond art in that.
That's great.
So that's what you'll be playing for.
That being part of that strip comic series, or what do you call it? Content, one of the biggest honors of my life. That is the coolest thing ever. I can't believe it's getting reprinted.
Reprinted.
It's getting reprinted.
Yeah, exactly.
So cool. So cool. I really like the cover here, and this is a spoof off of the "Is it real or is it cake?" I don't know, meme thing.
You know what? I do not know the name of the man there doing that.
Oh my gosh, is that that
room will know.
Is that
oh
my gosh,
chat room,
Steve? That's
no, I guess we're all at a loss here.
Steve-O? Is that Steve-O?
Mickey Day?
Mickey Day?
Well,
Mickey
Mad
Day.
Frank usually knows everything mad.
His name is literally Mad Frank in the chat room, so I think
exactly
that he knows.
Oh, Becky, you got to win one. Enter, Becky. You still have time. It's only you have 20 days to play.
Mikey Day.
Mikey.
Did I say Mickey Day?
Oh, I said Mickey Day.
Yeah.
It's Mikey Day.
What does he do?
Here, I can't read this. My eyes are too old. He's a comedian. Oh, he's a Saturday Night Live guy. Terminator, Termination, Brother Nature, and Home Sweet Home Alone. Okay.
I know everything. Is it cake?
Is it cake? Oh, okay. Well, apparently I should have known the whole time. The whole reference that they were doing is the Netflix show Is It Cake?
Is it?
Okay, well, there we go. That's funny. I got the Is It Cake, but not the host.
Yes, you did. You did. That was very good.
Oops. Well, you'll be playing for that. That's a long-winded way of saying that's the Mad that you're playing for. So get a guess in
for that, and Chad is in it.
And I'm in it, and Dick's in it. Dick, you're in it.
I'm in it too.
Fool you. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, you're in a lot. You're in a ton of them. But yes, so you're playing for that. GizWiz.biz is where you get a guessing. So do that now. And that about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here. Okay, a photo.
And there was a lot of funny. I saw a lot of funny titles go through while the show was going on, and so I hope people can remember those because those were funny. This turn on.
Oh, this blows it. I'll just hold that up because it actually blows out. You can't see the colors.
Oh, yeah. Cool. And having a switch to turn that thing off.
Dang. Okay, titles.
Straws and Tiny Hats, Pong in Space. It barks and bites.
Yeah. Barks,
Cosmic Fail. Stop pushing my buttons. Giddy up,
gulp down. Giddy up, gulp down.
Never click twice.
Never clicked.
Let me scroll up here. See if I can see any of this funny one.
Okay.
I'm all the way back out here. 1 second. Control find title. Hole in a cup. It's kind of funny. Sip and slip.
Hole in a cup?
Hole in a cup. It barks, bites. Cosmic fail.
What was the one with the giddy up? What was the count?
Giddy up, gulp down.
I kind of like that.
I like it. Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
Giddy up, gulp down. Whoops. There we go. And 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest Writer, Dick DiBartolo. This is episode 2035, recorded Thursday, April 10th, 2025. Giddy up, gulp down.
All right.
Sweet.
Chat room. That was a fun show.
It was a great show.
I will see you all next Wednesday for Fizz and Thursday for...
No, I'll have to call Animal Protective Services.
Oh my God!
We have a cat
you could
corpse.
Wear that. You could wear that cat.
We have a cat corpse. I can wear this cat. Give me her little paw.
She is so funny. But okay, where are we going? Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. I got my fur collar on. Okay. All right, chat room. Okay, everybody. This is great fun.
See y'all.
All right,
Great
Chad,
show.
Take care. Okay,
Bye.
bye.